So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the time in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go! Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Nice move at the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Cousins now. And this is incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 27, Jackson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't